Sorry about the delay there. I was just making sure I have everything set up. So, how are you guys doing? Welcome back. I'm Alan Van Wert. We're going to do some guitar practicing just for a little while today. I hope you like the new setup. I have a microphone closer to my face. We're going to make it make a noise here. There we go. So hopefully that helps so people can't complain anymore about my audio. It should be pretty good. Now, am I in focus? Yes. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. We'll go right back here. If you guys have questions about what's going on, what we're going to be doing, you just let me know. I figured we could continue with what we were working on the last time, except for maybe instead of just the harmonic minor set of notes, we could work in the major scale doing the same sort of exercise so you can see how it applies to anything you'll be doing. And if you wanted to work on something else, I mean, we could do that too. You just let me know. So I'm going to open up the chat box right now. We'll see if it's even working in a moment here. It looks like I have something. There we go. What's going on? Every color of the spectrum. Hey, Adam. Yeah, almost every color. Here's the reasoning. Color contrast allows more variety and interest in a visual image for video, and it sets me apart from the color of the background. So instead of people staring at my albums I've done or a bunch of guitars or that alien guy, they'd probably watch me and the guitar. I would assume. I don't know. We're gonna see how that works again. But plus, it's more relaxed and fun. Yep. All right. So anyway, I have my metronome ready, but I don't know if you guys are interested in hearing a metronome really loudly. So we're gonna give it a test again. If the metronome's slamming loud and annoying, hey, what's up? Hey everyone. So you let me know. So we're gonna start off with it at 100 beats per minute again. We're gonna do a little bit of a warm up too. I'm probably not gonna do my full warm up, but we'll do just a little bit of a warm up. All right. So just to give you guys a look at what we'll be doing today, we have the fretboard overlay. Here's our harmonic minor. Now I could switch that out with the Ionian, again with the major scale, but we're not gonna worry about that right now because we might get back to that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But before we start, we do have a new page follow here. See if these, I think, is new. If not, then I forgot about last time, which is horrible. And there's my my little lower thirds. Okay, so we're gonna start off with 100 beats per minute warm up. And for the first warm up, you guys are gonna play along with me. No, I don't. Hang on, I gotta switch my guitar tone for practicing guitar. We usually don't want all this distortion, so I'm gonna go to a cleaner sound, at least generally cleaner. I like to have it raw audio, to be honest, or no distortion. But let's see what we've got here. That sounds like the opposite of what I was thinking. Let's try a different one. We're gonna go to a clean tone. Now that's compressed to death. There. You know, that sounds nice because they got the little chorus effect. Also, I am running stereo, so the delay's not working. You guys should hear it echoing back and forth. Let me know if it's going stereo. Guitar intonation shot. Alright, so we're going to shut off the delay. Keep the reverb so it sounds like a normal thing here. Wow, there's another update, huh? Sound good? Okay. Here we go. 100 beats per minute. First, we're going to go, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 for a warm-up, we're going to go through something different here. Let's do I'll show you close up so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm a little bit more focused with my guitar right here. Alright, so instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to go 1, 3, 2, 4. Just like that. So 1, 3, 2, 4. 100 beats per minute. But we're going to go first across 16ths. Alright, so it's going to be like that tempo. Thank you. I'm glad you like the lighting. Lighting helps so you can actually see what's going on. Vault Boy, there you go. Oh yeah, my shirt. I like Fallout. It's a fun game. I miss it, actually. I haven't played it in a long time. I have Fallout 76, but I had horrible lag on there. Now it's probably going to be better because I upgraded my internet. So I'm going to get back out of there soon. Now we're going to go up an octave. Back down. Now if you can't play this fast for your warm-up because you don't know the exercise yet, do it half tempo. Just go. Or half tempo would be there. Or even triplets. If you understand how that rhythm plays out. I'll start on my index finger for the one beat. Eye of the Tiger. Oh yeah, hey Randy. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Oops, sorry, I messed up. When you mess up, stop and correct it. Oh god, that's a great idea. If anybody wants to buy me a Nuka-Cola mug or a bottle that's not expensive, those are probably overpriced. Never mind. Make sure you guys are grabbing your guitars and practicing too. That's the thing. It's not just watching me. It's more fun when we all get better, then you guys could show me what you're doing on video too. By the way, would you guys be interested in that? I was thinking about programming this where you guys could actually live video along with me to show how you're doing. I don't know if you'd want to do that or not. Some people are shy, so I understand. You could get on and show, or you could pre-record video and I could play a little bit of you. And I'll critique what's going on. Give tips if possible. Alright, so that was up, down, left, right. Did I go? We didn't do this way yet. Alright, so we're going to go up. Now remember, we'll go one. So index, ring, middle, pinky. This is just a warm-up to get us going here. I didn't really get a warm-up today. I was thinking about putting some cool stuff on the wall back behind me. I gotta fill it with a bunch of garbage. If I could someday get my Ibanez Jam guitar working right, I'll have that back in here too. I'm probably using it. We'll see what happens. I'm glad you're here too. Up, down, left, right, B, A, B, A. I thought it was A, B, A, B, select, start, contra. Anybody else know the contra code? Now here's the real question. And I don't want Adam to answer because I know that he definitely knows it. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, what's the code? It's like a phone number, so that's my only hint I'll give you. Alright, and then as you guys figure that out, I'm going to have a drink of my tea before we continue our warm-up. I know it's a little bit early for it, but here's the tea time warm-up. Now, if you guys could guess what video game Lights up. When my tea's hot, it lights up my mug. No, the ultimatepicking.com. Thank you. Yeah, that's the best picking program ever. It's AI. It's artificial intelligence, so it figures out what each user individually needs. It tells you what you should be doing. This, I went crazy and I bought about 1,000 of these tea bags from the company that supplies every Chinese restaurant their tea, which I love this tea. So I bought 1,000 of them, and I have a huge box full. So I have to be careful, though. I think it was AB select start, and then somebody else said you don't even need to hit all those buttons, that it's like shorter, but we were putting extra buttons in. I don't know. But yeah, here's my Pac-Man mug. Miss Pac-Man was probably a better game. They made Miss Pac-Man because they wanted people to be more interested. Females were interested in the game more than males, so that's why. All right, let's get back to this. We'll go to a full view again. Did you guys see that? It looked like my light twitched. Hang on. Did it look like my lights shook back behind me? Better not be having outages here. That's not good. All right, so back to the metronome. 100 beats per minute. Now, normally I go 120, but we're going to keep it at 100. Now, the next exercise here, we're going to go 2, 1, 3, 4. All right? Aurora, what's up? I think I'm seeing it right. Hello, how you doing? If you have a question or a comment or any concerns, type it in and we'll figure it out. But yeah, we haven't got many guitar questions. Randy, it's not green tea, it's oolong tea. Which I forget, I think that's a combination of black and something else. Something like that. It sounds like I'm clipping the input on this thing. Yeah, I'm using the Kemper right now. And you guys are hearing a little bit of my microphone, of course, but also the direct Kemper line to you. So you're getting my Kemper in stereo, just like I am here. Right now, it's a mono signal at the moment because I don't have any delay on it. We'll put it back on. Now, if you guys did have a question about guitar, recording, guitar technique, music theory, songs, you let me know. Now we're gonna go up across the frets like this. I'm just doing my warm-up. Just for now, this is the first step, and then I'll get into some basic guitar exercises. Actually, music exercises. I went off time, talking too much. Music exercises to help people out. I try to syncopate with my mouth. That's hard. Oh, wait. Hang on, I gotta switch up my tone because, let me do this. There we go. I don't like that I'm clipping the input. Or the output or whatever. I just picked too hard. Oh, cool. Oh, they have them in this. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's scary, actually. That's funny, though. Lowe's. What does my hat say? It says something about Devil's Music Sing-Along. It's a Satan hat. Not really. It's a joke because you remember how with Elvis people said it was devil's music and blues music? Hey, Patrick. How many hours a day should someone practice? Let me pause this. I've heard people like Steve Vai or Steve Lou that could practice 10 hours a day. I I'm not gonna lie. I used to practice like a long time. I would say I'll give you my exact routine. I've said this many times, and so people know that it's the real deal of the practice. I used to schedule a 4 hour practice, and what I did within the 4 hours was a bunch of exercises, kind of like my warm up here, but then I would do the exercises I'll show you in a little bit. And I would mark down on the wall my progress of how fast I could play everything beats per minute wise. And I would just strive to beat it by a little bit, or at least match it every day whenever I practice. But the thing is, I started getting this weird trend for a while. It might have been a year or two, where every time um, you're not seeing the progress. All right, I'll help you out with that too. I'll definitely help you out with that in a second. Um, so what would happen was I would practice the 4 hours, then I'd take a break to eat, and then I'd practice another 4 hours. A lot of times I would go a couple times, so it would be like 16-hour practices some days, where I practiced a really like most of the day. And that got me very good at the guitar in a short amount of time. I don't. Here's the thing: if you're, for instance, I'm going to give you good advice on what to practice and help you out. I didn't have really the same sort of resource back then. I was going by book material, which some of it was decent. The exercises, they're good stuff, but going back, there's a lot of information that I could. I wish I had myself to teach me back then, because there was stuff that people don't say the right way, or they don't teach. They don't know what the hell they're saying. So, any kind of books or magazines you see, especially now with the internet. I mean, I'm included on here, I guess, but there's some weird stuff out there that doesn't really help. Okay, so yeah, I would say to practice at least 4 hours if you're really seriously trying to be good at the instrument. 4 hours a day is what I would strive for. All right, so let's see here. What were the questions? If you could please stop typing about video games for a moment, because it's scrolling me off the page here. How many hours do you think? Okay, we got that one. You've been playing 10 years and you haven't seen much progress in the past 5 years. What can you do? Okay, well, it's going to be specific to what your goals are and what you're attempting to do, but I could give you some. When you say progress, do you mean in terms of studying your music theory, understanding concepts with composition, or physical limitation, like you feel like you can't pick faster or you can't fret things clean enough or whatever? Is it more of a physical, or is it the compositional, or both? Well, that's the other thing too. School's going to take up a lot of time. What I used to do is when I was at work, I would practice guitar in my brain. I once brought flashcards in, and I got in trouble for that, even though I was definitely destroying people statistically at the place I was working, because I kind of I programmed a macro on the computers to allow me to advance through all the screens almost instantaneously, when it would take people an average of like a minute or 2 minutes or something. Compositional, okay, all right. So for the compositional side, what you want to do. Well, thanks for understanding. Yeah, it's not really focused on. We're supposed to be doing guitar stuff. That's why. All right, anyway, I get where you're at though. I would say in this particular case, for composition, what you want to do is start looking at different songs and analyzing them. So if you say, man, it seems like I'm stale, or in the past 5 years, I can't come up with better music, or I can't understand the theory of it. I can help. If you have specific theory questions, definitely ask them now, because I can help out a lot with that. I think I seem to enlighten people wherever, like if they're stuck and they can't quite figure out something, for some reason I seem to help out. That would help. The other side of it would be, what I'm saying is to take songs, a bunch of them. Like you should do 4 or 5 a day at least. Take some songs and analyze them and say, what is this chord progression? Is this common? Are they moving keys at all? Is there modulation? If not, why do I like it or not like it? What's going on? What's the bass line doing? So another interesting thing I like to look at, the melody, the chords, the harmony itself, the chords, and the bass line. So the bass line, I find out a lot of songs, it is a 5-1 motion, or 2-5-1 happens a lot, or even a 1-4-5, even if the chords aren't, which is neat. So you have the bass line's motion relative to the tonal center. That's something I definitely pay attention to. I think that's really important in music. Um, and then the other thing is the chords themselves. So if you say, well, what kind of progression is this? Are we going a 2, 4, 6, 1, or whatever progression? And you want to study that and say, well, why does this sound this way? What scale notes are being altered if they are when you jump on a key? So basically, there's a curiosity for decoding songs and how they work out. I think that's a big part of advancing for the compositional side. That's a huge part because that's what you want to do. Take songs that you like and say, why do I like this? What's going on here? And then especially the ones you like, because what happens is you'll put it in the back of your mind. For instance, I could give examples of songs that I liked parts of, and I could look and say, well, why do I like that? And I could now do the same thing that they're doing. There's lots of examples out there in songs already. So that's one thing that to study, regardless of genre. That's universally going to work. The other thing is, if you're having a weakness generally with music theory in any way, or you feel like it's stagnant, there is a limit to the music theory studies you're going to need to do anyway. So it might be just application. So start writing songs. Or not even a song, just start testing compositional ideas out and see where it takes you. But as far as the music theory side, you're going to need to only do a few things. Number one, you have to learn how to build all the chords, whatever kind of chord, remember the names of them, learn how to build them. You have to understand the couple scales. There's only like 5 or 6 scales you use in music, if you consider some of them scales. So there's not much to that. It's not like this lifetime of studies, which I assumed it would be, however, it's not. And it's kind of getting interesting now because I'm seeing 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds on TikTok who are trying, and they have a decent audience, some of them, and they're trying to tell people how to play guitar and how to understand parts of music theory, and they're not doing it right, and people listen to this. You have to be careful. It's hard for me to say, oh, just listen to what I'm saying, because then you're not being careful. So I don't know. It's tough. I'd say to stick to older sources musically that are teaching somewhat, not always, but for the most part, and also test whatever they're saying. Some of them are good at the guitar. There's one dude on there. Actually, there's 2 of them. One of them I already know. He's really good. Ear training is important too, and I'll show you that. Ear training should be a part of everything you're doing, though. So, for instance, earlier when I was going or oops. If you sing along with what you're playing, singing along with your ideas it's gonna force your ear to kind of adapt. Well, I'm not a god, but I did write a book on ear training specifically for guitar players, and I think it's on hell of a sale compared to what I used to sell for. It's not like a temporary sale, so there's not like a call to action where you have to get it right now. But I released the book again. I removed it from the internet a while ago, and I said, why am I doing that? It was kind of a dumb idea, so I put all my books back on my website. So alanvanwert.com. I forget where it is on the site, but there's like a list of books, ebooks, and whatever CDs I've been on. So if you're interested in studying ear training as a guitar player, written by me for guitarists, then there's a system in there. Now, it's not like too much text as far as it is a list. It's like a list of exercises that you have to go through one by one, and it could take a long time to get through all of it, which is good because it's a bunch of material. But I do it in a mathematical equation almost way, where it's not math, but it looks like it. You'll have to see it. There might be an example file somewhere, I forget, but basically what it is you'll start off by playing the minor pentatonic, and you want to just start with three. All right, cool. And you'll sing them. You go. And then you'll have to test yourself. So I went. And you start doing that enough, and then after you're really comfortable, you're like, well, this is stupid easy. Then you add another note. And you start doing that, and then you add another note, and then you so on and so on. And I go through it. Yeah, please type the link in ALLENVANWERT.com. But I'll be your mentor, because honestly, I played guitar. Like, if you looked up my bio on my website, you'll, first of all, not bragging because I got lucky with most of these gigs, but if you look on there, I've worked with some people that anybody would see like, what the hell? So you could immediately compare that to other people, and most guitar teachers have nowhere near the credential. So that if you care about that, that's kind of that looks cool at least. That's one thing. The other side of it is I've been teaching guitar for a very long time, on the internet and in person. So I definitely know what I'm saying. If I don't, and I'm honest, if I'm not sure of something, that's kind of fun because then I get to either remember something I've forgotten or I get to learn something new, which I love. In fact, some of my students are really advanced, not just on guitar, but in music. Like, some of them they went to college for music theory, and they could kind of school me in some of it with either things that I don't remember anymore or stuff that I just never heard, which is rare, but it's happened. I learned something new from one of the students, I think a month ago or something, and it made me happy because I missed that. I missed learning stuff. You got a Beto music theory book a while ago. Seems like a good comprehensive guide, but Jesus, it's long. So you took a stroll through and never looked at it again. Maybe just way too much. It could be. I do remember, and don't take this the wrong way, but I remember you do kind of rush yourself through things at times. You, like, for instance, if I'll give you an exercise, I know that you immediately try to play it as fast, and you're fast too, but you would try to go super fast. So with knowing, and I'm not being mean, but knowing the way you are, maybe you should give it another look. Take your time with it. Just take your time. Just, you know what, too? Sometimes you get nervous and you think, wow, I got to learn all this stuff. Don't look at it as a whole. Just look at little bits, maybe 1 or 2 pages at a time, even for a week, and really immerse. John Petrucci said this, and I totally agree. And I have the same outlook. I don't know a lot of the. I might actually know some of the 80s session guitar players, but I don't know if I'm familiar with all of them. I know that they're excellent, probably the best. That and country session guitarists too. But yeah, Islander, take your time. And what I was gonna say about John Petrucci and also me, any kind of info. If I had one little page of exercises for guitar, what I would do is I would extrapolate another 20 to 50 exercises based on those. So I would do them in different rhythms. I would play them backwards. I would play every other measure backwards, and combine those. So right there's probably like a huge amount of exercises. So it's not always about going as fast as you can. A lot of times you learn more, especially technique on guitar, when you play slower and you think about things slowly. And while I'm telling you this, I should be having tea because my throat's getting dry. So we're having more of this. I should have water down here, actually. But yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. If you're not charting progress on the wall like I used to or in a notepad or something, you need to record yourself to see what you're doing. That's a really good point. 40-hour practice weeks. That is a lot of time practicing too. It is. I love hybrid picking. All right, so for hybrid picking, I started doing it when I started to try to learn Chet Atkins from Austin City Limits. I saw him doing this. And then it was the song Vincent, the Vincent Van Gogh song. but it was a fingerstyle. I think it was electric or acoustic, I forget, but a fingerstyle guitar. I forget the part, but anyway, I started practicing and trying to figure out how to do it because Chet Atkins did amazing stuff with the guitar. And that's where I started getting the hybrid picking more of like a country. And also, I love the tone of fingers, like that Richie from Winery Dogs. He's an amazing talent, but he would go. You get that pop. So I go. Uh-oh, we got Nino John Tomino, I'm saying it wrong in the house. How you doing? Now, I don't want you to shoot me. How's your hand doing, man? I remember I felt bad. You had some hand trouble there. So anyway, yeah, popping the strings really sounds good. So as far as hybrid picking, I like the piano technique. So when you hit a chord, all the notes happen at once. Versus, I like that a lot. That's one of the reasons I love hybrid picking. You had 3 surgeries, just starting to get a little bit better. Oh my God, it's. I'm glad to hear. That's scary. I'm afraid. I actually gave lessons to a hand surgeon a while ago. He was talking to me about my hand because he said that I'm doing unnaturally fast things with mine for the guitar picking, and he goes, "Of course you're gonna have some problem, but I don't want to get." He's a nice, really good guy. I didn't want to get surgery though. You hammer on pretty well, but you're having a hard time pulling off and sounding clean. Oh, okay, I'll help you with that. I'll help you with that right now. In fact, screw it. Instead of I was going to go through a practice thing, but you guys have really good questions, so I'm going to tell you what to do. And I'm going to use distortion to do it because distortion, by the way, if you're practicing your legato, hammer on and pull-offs for cleanliness or sweep arpeggios or almost anything for cleanliness, turn on your distortion so it's very apparent when you mess up. So I'm gonna put on a let me see here. I'll put on a distortion tone. And what's going to happen here is if I mess up, you'll notice it. So, for instance, if I went... Hear all that. That's what we're talking. We don't want that noise. You want this. So here's the trick. Your index finger is magical. In fact, or in the way that it mutes. So when you hold your index... Let's do this. We'll go 7, 5... Now, what I want you to do is snap the 7 so far that it's ridiculous, like that almost. So even if you go nuts, see how? Even if you go nuts, there should be no noise. And the problem with the noise is you're hitting the B string with the G string when you hammer on it or when you pull off, and that noise sucks because you don't want. If that's what's happening, you have to angle your hand up like this so your index finger, here I'll zoom in on it, I can get the right button here. So your index finger, you want it up this way so it mutes the B string. So the trick is, pick the B string while you're doing this. There it is. We want that muted sound. So now when you hammer on and pull off, no matter how hard I pull off, because when you pull off, by the way, a lot of guys, here's a big mistake. People pull off by going like this. They go like this, and then they go straight out. That does almost nothing. That's not a pull off. A pull off is when you take your finger and you pluck down like that. But the problem is people do. They get all that noise. That's your index finger. You want to mute. So your index finger has to mute the B and the high E string. So your tip of your fingers on the G string, and the rest of it's the fat of the finger underneath, which I could see if I could kind of show you. So now if I strum those 3 strings, you only hear the G string. Alright? And now, if you do that with pull-offs, you can pull off very hard, which you should, so it sounds loud, and you'll keep it clean. Well, legato is for hammer-ons. You kind of want to use a little bit of your wrist. That's another thing. People just use their fingers, which I could do that pretty good now, but throw in this, a little bit of the wrist. See how my wrist is torquing? Like that, just a little bit. See? If I go... It's only a tiny bit, but the wrist is getting involved too. Keeping them close to the fretboard is generally like a universally good thing to do anyway, as close as you can get them. Alright, now when you're running up in... Now that's, of course, that's not a scale. So if we run the whole scale... Now I'm not muting. So it's a little bit messy. But it's not too bad considering I'm not muting at all. So you want to be able to do that with your index finger. That's just my index muting. Yeah, nice and slow, Islander, that's right. Alright, so when we're doing this, by the way, I'm going 3, 5, 7. Oh my god, it's Batsu. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in friggin' forever. By the way, I think you should let us know. Wait, how am I? You can't type it. Type in a spoofed. It won't allow links in here unless it's coming from the moderator. So type in a link to your show. Oh, we're definitely going to. By the way, if anybody wants to hear a cool song, which I wish I was better at mixing it because I think it would be even better. I miss you too. Go to, well, two things. First of all, check out the song that we did called What It Is, which Sean wrote the song, and I just helped with like some guitar and production stuff, and I added like little things, but he already had, it was a great song. So check that out. And I said Sean, I mean Batsu, because I'm an idiot, and this is what happens with my words. Anyway, also look up the cartoon guy that you're doing. I didn't get a chance to actually watch it yet, but I like the idea there. So if you want to put a link, because you need to get more people on there too. Also, we got a video game together. You should, and I know you're more in the PC too, but there you go. That's the name, YouTube channel. Okay, so anybody who wants to check that out, he's very funny. Yes, in the animes there. I see. I'm not in the anime, but a lot of people are. I just, for some reason, never got into it. Alright, so, yeah, check the YouTube out. And, God, what else was I got? You got me all pumped up now that I saw you on. Oh, PlayStation 4. If you get one of those things, we have to be on there all the time playing games. If not, I am on the PC too, but... Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have. Thank you. That's awesome. And it's too bad you live on the other side of the friggin' planet, almost, kinda. I was thinking about you just the other day. It's weird, but yeah, well, we gotta do something. But another song, yes. In fact, I've been working on an album. I've been working on some stuff. Yeah, the PS5 just came out, but honestly, I'm gonna wait on that. And I'm sorry, I'll get back to the guitar. I'm being crazy with the games, but I am gonna wait on the PS5 because I don't trust consoles the first year anymore. They always seem to break or something goes wrong, you know. Well, I tried to get you. Well, actually, I can't say it because you already moved away. But I was thinking about you for a band once, but now that's all screwed. There's no bands now anyway. Too, but I do play Call of Duty. I'm not great at it, but if I play it for like maybe 2 hours, then all of a sudden fall back into it, and then I am pretty good. Sometimes I do a great job, but I have to be really into it. I know we're not supposed to talk video games. I know. Let them beta test what? Oh, the PS5? Exactly. Yeah, you gotta wait. You have to wait. Now, I'm telling you though. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. The virtual band thing we will be recording. I'm telling like we have to. I have some cool ideas for song stuff too. We're gonna do it. In fact, I'm on this 80s throwback kick for some weird reason too, so I don't know if you're into that. That might be fun. Lo-fi, kind of, sometimes. We'll explore some ideas again. We will. Awesome. Well, you guys see that? You heard it first. We're gonna be working on new music. Yeah, but check out what it is. It's a really good song. I like it a lot. I did some music for video games twice. I think once or twice. The one that I remember was Steve Lukather. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he's a good guitar player. You are, well, I think you know. I think you are as far as singers. Definitely, you are with mine because you're really good too. Yeah, that's right. You did. What were the? I remember you telling me too. Batsu's awesome. Space Chimps. Yeah, I know the Space Chimp one. What was I saying? Yeah, the thing that I did recording for games was Unreal Tournament 2, I think, or 3. I don't know which one it was. There was a song under the working title of Urban Anarchy, and it was with Jesper Kyd, who did the music for Unreal Tournament, Splinter Cell, God of War, I think. Tons of huge movies and games. But the composer called me, that Jesper Kyd guy, he called me up, and he was singing the melody. He goes, could you play this on the guitar? And he's from somewhere over there. What? Wow, I'm an idiot. I can't remember. I forget the area. It's over there though. He's got a voice, and it was pretty cool. Dr. Fartalot. What the hell is that game? Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't know. Alright, so anyway, okay. You guys keep typing and I will respond. But at the same time, I feel guilty that I didn't show the scale thing. What? The basis for this Walla. Counting Blue Cars? That's the band. How does that song go? I like the... Yeah, I forget the damn song. I haven't actually played it in years. Mediocre. I gotta use a real guitar pick. Anyway, for the legato practice stuff, you want to pick once per string like me and Satriani. I should say Satriani, and then I totally copied him when I was a kid. So. Yeah, if you wanted to, I could cover a song. So go through this. So you're going to pick one note, hammer on hard, real hard, and then the next string you pick, hammer on, hammer on, hammer on. And then when you're pulling off, you want to pull off nice and hard like that. But you want to mute. So your index finger is muting all the strings below, and your palm up right, if I could put it right in the damn camera, right here is muting. Alright, so where the hell did the text go? Oh, shredding? Yeah, maybe. I have to warm up more, but I might. You just shred legato through it? Okay, good. Let him in. Oh, so they're only on the harmony vocal for the song. I don't know that song. That's interesting. That is strange to do that in a song, but they definitely experimented a bit. That okay, so I helped out. Good. Yeah, the muting is extremely important. So the right hand's gonna mute the strings that you already played, right, like this. You just touch it lightly you brush it with the bottom of your palm kind of, and then your index finger is always muting everything below, up there. So basically, everything now is see how it's all muted, and then. So I need more gain to pull those off, but you're not out of place with it. Maybe with the guitar itself, but all right. I'm really glad I helped you. Is it Jesus Riviera? I could. My screen's a little bit twisted from here with the font size. I don't know if anybody else could read the text. It's too damn small for me. Should I increase the font size or something? Like it's. I don't know if anybody else has this issue. All right, here's another question. You see a lot of players move their thumb joint a lot. Oh, okay. So you're talking about where they pick this style. Okay, so here's the deal. I'll be honest with you about this. I used to think that was the way to do it because I saw guys doing it that were really quick. One of my students does that, and he's very, very good. You found what on SoundCloud? Oh, what it is? Yeah, it's on SoundCloud. There you go. If you could type in a dummied version of the link, and then if the moderator could make it a real link, then people could check it out. Or I could actually. What the hell am I talking? Let me see if I could get it. I think it's on a YouTube somewhere too. One of them. You want to look up Nova Code? That's what it was. Which is also a cool name. Oh, it's on mine too. There it is. All right, now how do I link to this? Actually, I could play it for you guys right now. What am I thinking? B to the O to the X. Robot son. And I'll type the link too here. Yo, 5, how do I share the 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Alright, so I'll paste it in. By the way, that weird keyboard pizzicato sound is my guitar, which is crazy. I love this. Alright, anyway, okay, so thanks. Alright, I'm gonna make the font size bigger. And also now I want to play you guys a song that nobody's ever heard except for the producer of not Kendrick Lamar. Who the hell's the guy who made the song where he's screaming at his baby in the crib? He won awards or something too. What the hell is the guy's name? He did a song with Busta Rhymes. Anyway, him and that Busta Rhymes, their producer, I sent the song to him, and he's telling me to send him guitar tracks. He wants me to just send him guitar loops of me playing a clean guitar, whatever, funky riffs, so he could use them in songs for people. And that sounds like he's trying to trick me. I don't know. So I thought about it. We'll see. You know what I mean? That's like one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. Now there's a song that most of you guys are probably too young to even know, but I got to try to find it on here. It's kind of ridiculous and stupid, but I still want to. I did the guitar parts, or I did the keyboard parts on guitar. Let me see if I can find it. How am I gonna find this? Give me a moment here. By the way, what I was going to answer about the picking with the thumb, it's, I think picking with the arm, I'll get back to finding this in a second. Picking with the arm, the wrist is what I started to go to. I got quick with the wrist. But then the whole arm, the arm's the fastest, I think, because the fulcrum point's here, so when you move just a tiny bit, your arm moves a lot. So by getting used to this, barely moving, you move that part a ton by barely using any energy. So it seems weird, but using your elbow to me is a lot faster. Thumb bending thing does nothing to try to see how it feels. I'm faster picking later. Yeah. I'm the same. The thumb picking thing, a lot of guys do that, and for some reason, one of my students out in Romania, a really good guitar player too, nice guy, he picks like that with the thumb, and he's good. He is really good at it, so I can't say don't do it. But for some, I think he'd be even faster if he used his arm. I think, but I think most people would. But it's one of those. Did Deep Purple ever get back? Yeah, I did a song with the singer Deep Purple. He's on the recording with me. I think two of them actually, and the bass player was on it from Symphony X. I think they said. Who the hell knows? But yeah, the guy who sang in Yngwie Malmsteen's band and Deep Purple, Joe Lynn Turner. I did a song with him. Anyway, all right. So I'm trying to find this cool song though. How the hell do I find this? I'm not gonna be able to find this, am I? Yeah. I did a. If you look up my, I'm not gonna read through it because I tried to the other day and it takes way too long. Oh, Sheriff Turtles, thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Welcome to our chat room thing on here, whatever they call this, our Twitch. I consider I'm old, so I think it's a chat room from Yahoo still. If you have any questions, ask them. Feel free to introduce yourself. Everybody's nice. At least I think they are. There might be some serial killers on here. You never know. But yeah, I did a song with him and a bunch of other guys with other albums. For instance, just, you know what, alanvanwert.com. You could read, there's a bio on there, you can read through it. It's kind of, it feels egotistical to talk about myself anyway. But I need to find this stupid song cover I was working on, so you guys could check it. Batsu needs to hear this too, because I want him to. Actually, I might have sent it to you a while ago. I forget. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it anyway now. Let me give it a shot. If I search for it. What was the name of that song, though? The original, it was, hang on. You guys are going to think this is silly. It's probably in this drive. I'm going to search the whole computer for it. You pick everything because it takes less energy. I'm the economy picker, so it's very easy for me to pick. What's the new song from the news that I'm working on? That's called Tough. And I can't play that again yet anyway right now because I deleted the files from the computer. Not the song recording files, but the output file. I deleted because I was trying to clear space on my desktop because it looked like there's too many things on it. It's an OCD problem, I guess. All right, cool. With the backing track, test out some of the stuff we're talking here, like the. What the hell was I just thinking, though? I don't know, man. I can't find the song, and it's going to drive me crazy. While that's searching, let me search manually, because that always seems to work better. And while I do that, you guys have any questions, you ask them, and I'll answer them verbally for a moment. But yeah, as far as picking goes, I use my arm. Alright. That Joel and Turner song, there might be there should be a link on my website to it also. Let's see here. Wow, there's a lot of song ideas here. Yeah, I heard Van Halen, his kid's going to be looking through all of his song ideas that he has. Like all his he has hundreds of old recordings that nobody's ever heard. That should be interesting. Sorry, guys, I'm looking for this right now, too. All right, let me see here. Economy picking is what you do most of the time. It takes less energy to pick. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. What the hell? You listen to the rap on that track we made. Dude, I would never, ever write some shit like that. I get so much crit. Well, that's the way. Yeah, that's... I know what you're saying. That happens, but it's better to just do what you're doing and get it done. It's hard because otherwise we'll never finish anything because I'll keep second guessing every decision I make too, which it's not. Everybody liked it. Honestly, everybody likes it, but I know what you mean. I get that way with almost everything. I hate that. I think everybody's kind of like that, especially creative people. You seem to, first of all, nothing ever feels finished to me. Really, and that's a nightmare. That's a hard. Michael Jackson was the same way. I don't know if they call it a perfectionist thing or it's an OCD thing or something. I know I'm like that because I'll spend every single day for months down here trying to finish things, and it never feels right. And it sucks. It wastes your time like crazy. I wish there was a way around it. Why can't I find this stupid song? You know what? It might be in my email outgoing. Let me see. Let's see here. It would be in sent. Francisco Ferrari. What the hell? I haven't talked to him in forever. Actually, I talked to him in 2010. Interesting. That's not what I was looking for, though. Oh, yeah, my dad's in here. Yeah, I have OCD. You don't like the gay lyric? Oh, well. What was the part? I don't remember that part. Maybe I'm just not. I'm really being an idiot in my head. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I get you. Yeah, I've. Okay, you want to hear what's maybe even. Oh yeah. Well. Okay, that in that case it's fine though if you think about it, because that's the perspective of someone else communicating in an obviously basic manner, where they're an idiot. You know what I mean? Because that was the dumb guy or girl critique of us. So in that particular case, it's not one of us saying it. That's the imagined audience member or a person who listened to the song saying it. Did you meet Steve Morse? Oh no. That's nice. I would love. Steve Morse is excellent. I didn't work with the band, just the singer, and that was like years after he was with Deep Purple, I think anyway. But no, that'd be awesome. I don't meet many people. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of these guys that I've worked with, I don't leave my friggin' basement. One of the producers asked me. He goes, "Why don't you come out to our studio so you can meet up with this?" Actually, it was with him. He asked me to go and meet up, not with Steve Morse, but the singer dude. And I ended up not going. I just kind of stay in. Sometimes it's stupid, but it's almost all online connection with me, to be honest. Most of it. But it was, yeah, I know what you're saying. Just own it. Screw them. Plus, I know it's a derogatory term. If you're straight saying it, I won't get it. I'm not getting all that. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. I'm just trying to find this stupid friggin' song. Show you the concept you're working on. That sounds awesome. I like that. It sounds like it'd be interesting to try. I don't know. I can't find the stupid thing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where the hell. Hopefully it's not deleted. It's got to be on here somewhere. It's just like... Oh, wait. I have to scroll down. Oh, my goodness. No, what did I send to this guy? What was his name? He was... what the hell is that guy's name? Brian. It was a producer. Let me find him. This is tough. That's probably not his friggin' email. Let me see. If I could find him on Facebook. There we go.